Welcome to Isis in the Bible, the pre-spring gathering, week 00, estate redemption. The question for today is, what does redemption mean to you? And I can tell you that this group here is absolutely bang on, so they understand the spiritual, and some understand the physical part. So they're like mirrors. But is it lifting of unseen burdens, the reclaiming of a forgotten inheritance, or the quiet moment when truth returns to the soul, like morning light to a garden? So join us as we walk gently back to what was never truly lost. Glad you could join us today. So in the sky, per AI, a couple of photographers were able to catch the horns in the sky. Do you remember the eclipse that we had? This is what people called the devil. Because this is the symbol of Mercury. You see these horns? And what does Mercury do? Mercury is the one that is the scribe, the memories in your waters, because Mercury travels around the sun, the closest to the sun. So Mercury remembers. Who remembers anything in your life? The one that's closest to you, right? And then Icarus also has that, because Icarus is the boy who flew too close to the sun and lost his wings. So if you're sitting there and you're looking out at the sea, you're going to think, oh my God, this eclipse looks like the devil, right? But if you remember, the mirror of devil is lived. So your actions is what causes your experiences, which is lived. They're dead. They're dead ways, but they're just there to remind us that we need to do that forgiveness process so we can get our estate, the redemption of our estate. So when we get hit by a wave, we want to blame it on something outside of ourselves, but in reality, it's your memory. That's what the devil was. It's just your memory. Because when we can't see it, we're trying to blame it on somebody else, but not looking in the mirror. So exactly at 333 today, Hygeia, the goddess of cleanses, is on the midheaven. Why does that matter? Because it does set the flavor. So our energy will be towards that, because everything is all energy, everything is light, God's light, whoever's light you want to call it. So she's right overhead when we started this meeting. Lilith. Lilith is a temptations versus gift. So when we get a gift, like Susie, Lilith is that play. This is pure love. Lilith is the cat. Lilith is Medusa. Lilith is Sekhmet. She's aligned with Pallas, so a lot of people in community will get the gifts because they're doing their work. They're doing their estate at the redemption. So this is at play. So it's perfectly aligned with today's discussion of getting gifts. But there's always a but. Right now, Mercury's in retrograde, Venus is in retrograde, and it's with the North Node. Mercury represents memories of our waters, and Venus is Mother Nature. So how we behave with Mother Nature is the play here. All the animals and the insects, and I'll go over something that's in Leviticus that's totally misunderstood, that leads us for generations to do things we shouldn't do because somebody misinterpreted the Bible. Or any writing for that matter. Or any YouTube video that's out there right now. If people misinterpret something, they run with it. So I'll show you that a little bit later. So it's important that we understand that these are all souls that are guiding us, Mother Nature's beings. Last but not least, Mars is on the bottom of the chart between Gemini and Cancer. This is like the Milky Way. It's aligned Pollux. It's going into Cancer, which is the stomach and the breast and your aura. This is the fire, so watch your fire in your aura as Mars moves from Gemini, the lungs, arms, right, into Cancer. So when you start getting a little bit of stomach cleanses, it's nothing that you have. It's something that you want to release. So just remember that, okay? And if you want to know when it goes away, give me a call. So that's what's happening in the sky. Cleansing waters and gifts for the communities. Individual Easters. Something special was happening to me, and I went and looked at my chart. Of course, the animals always tell me to go look. The sun was aligned my natal Mary. So this is the Phoenix rising. This is the Mother of God. This is Lord, Isha, right? Isis, Mictecowatl, White Buffalo Calf, whatever you want to talk about. So as people are born older to younger, because she's moved into Aries now, so everybody's chart, so whoever is younger than me, the sun is still going to go by and meet with Mary. For those who are older than me, you already had your day where you met with the mother. So these are special days now, because these now will always feel different. It's like another birthday. Once a year, when the sun aligns with Mother Mary, that's your stations on the cross. So I've got this here. I'm back for my child. She's back with every one of us. It's pure love, Mother Mary. It's just some beautiful pictures to think about. So know that when there's something really, really spectacular happening to you, the sun is aligned with Mother Mary. Because this goes deep. She's the mother, the womb of Mother Nature, the firmament, the womb. A friend of mine, you'll know who I'm talking about, Peggy. I didn't want to say his name. On April the 6th, something special is going to happen to this person, even though he just got that letter, because he's got a gift coming. So you can watch these gifts, these beautiful energies that will transform people, should they be doing their work. If you're paying attention, you're doing your work, you'll see these signs, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about the estate. Before birth, we were free. After registration, we became lost in fiction. Each soul is born with divine inheritance, abundance, freedom, peace. But through the birth registration process, a separation was silently created. That's we're talking about government, but it mirrors our incorporated body. So you have to think of it both sides, okay? So each soul enters this world as a divine expression, already whole and provided for by Mother Nature, by God, by creation, by Mary, whatever you want to call it. But through unseen contracts, karma, and hidden assumptions, the wholeness is divided. An estate, like a whole life insurance policy, was created in your name. I'm going to repeat that. An estate, like a whole life insurance policy, was created in your name. In the physical, it's done through a registration of live birth, and they create a whole life insurance policy, an estate that is yours to claim. In the metaphysical, it's your incorporation, your birthright, Mother Nature taking care of you all the time. The commercial industry, the prodigal sons and daughters, the bankers, they've been benefiting off of your estate via a debt-based monopoly money. The money we use today are debt notes. And why are they debt notes? Because they're karmic. Every time you go get a loan or a mortgage, whatever, they multiply it by 23 times, take out future value, and print way too much money, which causes inflation, which keeps us what? In slavery. You can barely get anything. We got more than some places around the world, but we're always trying to, this doesn't work out for us. So the government is acting as your own karmic energy, your own guardian angel, to which you can flip around. So this fits with the whole banking system is transforming to digital currency. It's an attempt of its prodigal sons and daughters to hide their monopoly money in another means, but it's not going to work for them because they have to do their estate redemption, the metaphysical one, because it's the light that shines from within them that comes upon them. So this light is a remembrance, not of something lost, but something waiting to be reclaimed. Your estate is waiting for you. It's an e-state of mind. It's an energetic state of mind. So this is a registration of life, birth, monopoly money, and a policy. You see that. So here's what Galatians 4 says. What I'm saying, as long as an heir is underage, he is no different from a slave. Although he owns the whole estate, the heir is subject to guardians and trustees until the time set by his father. So also when we were underage, we were in slavery under the elemental spiritual forces of the world. So the heir is underage. That is the age of Aquarius, the Piscean age, moving into the age of, when you're of age, we're coming into the age of Aquarius, Aqua Rius, the river of etheric waters, which is the baptismal waters. We've been practicing the ritual of baptism, but we don't truly understand it. It comes as a cycle when Mary comes back. It's a love energy. It's when you realize that you are the love. So you own the whole estate, Mother Nature. It's yours because you are the gods and the goddesses, as Psalm 82:6 says. The heir is subject to guardians and trustees. That would be angels in the spirit realm. But there's actually a public guardian and trustee in the government that will take administration of your estate and take care of you. And you will need nothing. You don't have to accumulate money, nothing. Everything will be taken care of. And that's what's going to happen to everybody. We're just going to share the lands. There's the Gadu Naganina we talked about. One plate, one fork. So the elemental spiritual forces, the slavery, is ourself. It's our karmic waters that we're waiting for our forgiveness to take place. So that's what's upon us with this estate. So the name in the game. The name is not the soul. The paper is not the person, right? We carry so many pieces of paper to identify ourselves. We don't need them anymore. We won't need a driver's license, a passport, nothing, because Spirit already knows who we are. If you're not allowed to go somewhere, it's because it's your karma, your own guidance telling you can't go. And now Susie's going to get to go, right? Because you've released yourself. So why do we carry around so many dockets to say who we are not? What is the spiritual distinction between the legal person, the corporate fiction, this is the legal person, the all caps name, and the living soul? What is the difference? The legal entity we answer to is not who we truly are. It's a role, a mask, a vessel in commerce. So we can go out there and do business and take from each other. Profit, stealing, that's what we're doing. But not the living essence of our inner self, of who we really are. The game only works if we forget who we are. Awareness begins the unwinding because we know who we are. We're taken care of. We're pure spirit. We are love. And that's what happens with the age of Aquarius. So the trust and the trespass. What was held in trust, we unknowingly claimed as debt. By claiming the all caps name, this is me, that's me, on the piece of paper. Many step into the role of trustee, the liable party, rather than the beneficiary. So you're liable for your own karmic debts, where you can be the beneficiary of everything that is there for you because it's your birthright once you do the redemption process, both physical and spiritual. That's why the Vatican called for a jubilee, because they know it's happening in the stars. And we've been calling for a jubilee for what, 2-3 years now in these videos? Peaceful trespass and karmic burden. By misunderstanding the roles, many act as trustees instead of heirs, carrying burdens that were never theirs to bear. But every trespass can be forgiven through truth, humility, and peaceful correction. This is the mirror of karmic debt versus a debt to society. This must now fall as we no longer keep each other in this karmic debt. So the act of redemption. With one act of truth, the soul remembers itself. There's a symbolic and lawful process of estate redemption, giving a $1 gift of non-public money, i.e., not monopoly money. This is a token. It's just a placebo gesture that you've cleared your karma by asking for forgiveness of being a part of a debt-based monopoly game over the past lifetimes. A process of spiritual clarity, not commerce. Redemption is not transaction, it's a transformation. The scroll, the tender, the affidavit, these are tokens of intent to step into truth. Redemption restores the rightful heir in a peaceful, loving way. So returning to the garden, all that we need has already been given. It's already yours. It's never gone anywhere. It's just us, and we're of age now. Visualize the fruits of redemption: clean water, shelter, peace, and spiritual abundance. The law of the land, natural rights, Gaduna Ganina, and grace comes alive again when the fiction is set aside. Who you are not. Thinking you are your body, you're not your body. You are the living soul, the rightful heir to Mother Nature and all she provides. So when you step into your soul's journey, that's when it happens. Once the fiction falls away, the true abundance of life reveals itself. The earth holds no invoice, only invitation. This is the place beyond paperwork where breath, food, water, and love simply are. Do we realize that we don't need a piece of paper to be our constitution? Do we trust that we will share the lands? Do we have the wisdom and bravery that everything that ever happened to you is because of you? Proven with your astrologos chart, the guiding light, and the true fingerprint. Walking in peace. We claim nothing but our truth. We owe nothing but love. This is the essence of spiritual sovereignty: to walk gently, stand lawfully, and honor the sacred trust of life itself. The journey home is one of presence and acceptance that we are united. To walk in peace is to remember we are here to submit to love, to shine our lantern of wisdom. This is the final act: to walk forward in harmony with clean hands and a clear heart. So this rendering shifts focus from dietary rules to spiritual insight. This captures the presence of archetypes of movements, transformation, and rhythm. In Leviticus 11:2, there's a mistranslation. Even those of them, I crossed it out because I want to make sure everybody knows it, this is wrong. Even those of them ye may eat. The locust after its kind, the bald locust after its kind, the cricket after its kind, and the grasshopper after its kind. People actually think that you can eat these. Even in London, Ontario, they're making a cricket manufacturing place where you can eat crickets. So when you want to know what it is, you can go ask AI, okay? First of all, I want to show you this. We are your angels, because we're trying to show you. When we show up, we're giving you a sign because we mean something. So the corrected translation, you can tell it to go get the Hebrew and start asking it. So this word over here, which means tokalu, tokalu, right here. Common translation, of those you may eat. No, it's of these you may partake. Internal spiritual intake. The leaper, because the locust, the bald locust, the cricket. The leaper is a symbol of transformation. The hidden one is a silent jumper by its pattern. The swift voice by its rhythm. The sky dancer by its family. When they show up in our life, they are giving us guidance because they're all connected to God's beings, right? So this is what it's supposed to say. Of these living beings, you may partake, join in, or internal spiritual intake. See what the message they're trying to give you. The leaper by its kind, the hidden one by its pattern, the swift boy by its rhythm, and the sky dancer by its family. This verse may encode a natural and cosmic teaching, not a command about physical consumption. Remember, this is important, okay? I'm not sure if I've said it on these group meetings before, but maybe I have. We come back as these living beings between our reincarnations. We do. Hence why when someone leaves the visible, they come to see you. I had my ex-wife's uncle leave the visible, and when my brother-in-law called me up to tell me that his uncle died, left the visible, as soon as he hung up, a great big black ant crawled across the floor. It was him. I put my finger down, crawled right on, and did not want to get off. So again, we become these insects and animals between incarnations. So I got to say it, you surely don't want to eat your relatives, right? No. So that's why I became vegan. Anyway, so it's important we understand that we're tied with Mother Nature, and that's what's fitting right now, because Mercury, aligned with the North Node, which represents your head, your conscious mind, and Venus, Mother Nature, are in retrograde. Memories, that's why this came up to me, memories of our past actions with the animal kingdom, all living beings. It's time that we understand that we're at one with them, and they are us, and we are them, and they're not put on this earth for us to eat. They're put here on earth as they're transcending back into another reincarnation to have the experience and to help guide us home. And with that, thank you, Peggy, for this song. Redemption Song by Bob Marley and the Wailers. And here we go.
Yesterday, Rabbi sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop at the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, all I ever had. Redemption songs, these songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
And that's all we have for today.